And, you know, the mission is critical. Jesus has called us to help him reconcile the world to God. And you can set your eyes on all sorts of other things. Joshua was speaking to a bunch of people who were focused on other gods. And it's very easy to get distracted on other things in the Episcopal Church because there's just so much. It's a very rich church. You can begin to think the architecture is everything. You can begin to think the music is everything. You can begin to think that a certain style of preaching is everything. And slowly you get inched away from the mission. What's the mission? To reconcile the world to God. And if we get distracted from our mission and past Christianity, we can't help the town rebuild. We can't help the town be reconciled to itself so life can go on. And the way we do that, there are any number of ways to do that. It does not have to be one way or another. And what Jesus is doing is what God has done before. Why would we need bread from heaven? Well, why did they need it in the first place? When they're out in the middle of the desert, they have no food to eat. And God provides manna from heaven. It appears every morning. And they go out and gather it up so they can live. He provides manna from heaven so they can live. And if you've been given a mission that can change the world, you need to stay alive so you can get the mission done. I am the bread that came down from heaven. Unless you eat this bread and drink this wine, you cannot live. We need that to live so we can accomplish the mission. But you can get distracted. I mean, the modern world is full of distractions. God plopped me down in the middle of the Chihuahua Desert right out of seminary. I thought I knew what temptation was. And I had this youth group, and I quickly realized that a 16-year-old in El Paso from a good family could get in a car and drive across the border and do anything. And and now with the internet, that brings that much more danger close to home. I mean, there is temptation everywhere. And God is saying, you shall have no other gods before me. That means you stay focused on your mission. And this is why we need to have a marriage relationship where we are submitted one to another, so that our spouse can say, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you don't want to do the mission? Because if you do that, you're going to be distracted. It's going to pull you away from God. It's going to pull you away from the things you said are important. And so marriage is there to help us. Even though we don't like to submit. No one does. And we have one God, because frankly, many gods takes many more energies. So you shall have no other gods before me. And that's hard to hear. You should submit to one another, and that's hard to hear, but it helps you stay focused. And Jesus says, this is my bread, and this is life, so that you can have the energy you need, the sustenance you need to do what you've been called to do. And Trinity Church has a profound mission. St. Paul's is gone. Lots of people are gone. We don't do this mission, who will? Who will? So put away the other gods. Put away the other gods. Put away your mistresses. Put away your concubines. Put away the pornography on the internet. Put away all of that stuff to stay focused on the mission. Because it's really important that we do it. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.